I'm so confused.
Don't hurt yourself. Okay, you see this? You see this?
I see it.
Combine? I can't combine it with the grenade launcher!
What?
What is this?
That's how you just fucking, you open it up and you reload.
But ever since Resident Evil 1, I could just combine it. What is this?
Did you do that in 6?
Fuck, you know what? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you have no idea.
But god damn it, it is a Resident Evil staple to reload your gun in the middle of your inventory screen.
Wait, where are you playing?
Too late now.
Can you handle this responsibility, Dean?
Yes!
Okay.
I guarantee it.
I don't.
Okay. Mean?
I just believe in being realistic.
Hey, you know what else is realistic?
These physics?
I was gonna say this game, close enough.
Oh.
I mean, I really like it when it, like, looks close to realistic. Like, all the faces, when they're not looking like horrible, you know, uncanny valley nonsense.
Yeah,
like when you look at still frames.
They look realistic when they don't look unrealistic.
You know what I mean? I meant when they're just... Oh, this part.
When it's not when it's not bad, it looks pretty good. Whoa, are you actually using that right now? Dude, that guy not die?
No!
Excuse me?
Fuck
Yeah, what
you.
happened to all of our secondary bullets for this guy?
I switched to the fucking enhanced bullets. I'm done with this playing around with these, like,
Okay,
stopping
so you
problems.
have 3 regular bullets for some
Yeah,
reason?
it didn't unload the ones in my gun.
They're still in the gun, apparently.
Yeah. I don't know
How
how
the
that
fuck's
works.
that work?
A secondary ammo chamber.
Okay. Okay, so is Ethan infected?
He has to be. There's no way he could heal from this shit otherwise.
You think so?
Yeah. Like, that has to explain
It's not miracle herb
No, it's...
medicine?
No, it has to be the infection. And all that first aid stuff is doing is just enhancing his healing capacity.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Cause isn't that what one of the reports said? Something
know.
about how the mold is supposed to be making soldiers out of, and it...
I don't know, that's how fucking Jack lives.
Alright. But...
You know? But why does that mean that it has to be the case for Ethan? You know what Ethan doesn't do? Come
What?
back from the dead.
Because he hasn't been infected long enough. He doesn't have time to turn into a horrible...
Is that how it works?
It has to be over time, because... Remember, it said that the hallucinations get stronger over time. So that just must mean that, like... It must be infecting you much more strongly by then. I mean, I don't know, that makes sense to me, right?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Like, fucking... Jack hands you a fucking miracle medicine, like, pretty fucking quick. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'd expect in that case, it'd probably be a while before you start reattaching limbs.
When... Was it Mia who first infected you? It would have to have been her, right?
I mean, she's probably caught something from Mia before, if you know what I mean.
Ew.
I don't even know what I meant by that.
Oh, I think you knew.
Yeah, there's box T, right? What the fuck? Oh.
Two pukers.
Boomer! Oh. Wait,
Get out of the goop!
What are they called in Killing Floor?
God, I forgot, actually.
Well, that one's growing. Now he's really getting huge. Wait, were they called bloaters?
No, isn't that the one from The Last of Us?
This guy says that's what they're called.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because I think that's just one of those British slang terms. Like, that's what they call fat people. Bloaters.
They also had quite a giggle because bender means homosexual, and then you have The Last Airbender coming out.
Oh. I guess they were just called bloat.
Bloat. Gotta admire how it's like, oh, we can't call them zombies, so we gotta call them other things. Rotters, Skrakes, corpses,
No,
walkers.
they're called Zeds.
So many names for them.
What? No, you're retarded. Dean.
What?
Dean.
What?
They're called Zeds. They come in classifications. It'd be like if you were like, man, you ever think about how like, dude, bro, there's so many names for animals. Like you can call it a dog, or like a pup, or like, you call it like a cat, or like a snake. You know, there's like so many names for animals, bro.
If we want to be more specific, okay, it's like you can call a snake or a tattler or a rattle.
See, that was the fucking line I was gonna go down. But that would have been like, to make a comparison to something that actually makes sense instead of some weird ass Dean logic that happened. Hey, hallucinations.
See, it's gotta be.
Okay, so he's definitely infected, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Wait.
Wait.
So, Mia, after you cure her, is having hallucinations like that, though. So is she immediately infected again? And somehow her immediate reinfection, like her fresh start, is as bad as he is after a few days? Or however fucking long he's been here? I guess it's all been one night, huh?
Yeah, really, when you think about it, like, this game could be done in about 8 hours. That's about the length of a night, really.
Well, okay, but he showed up. He showed up here, and it was still daylight.
Yeah.
This is your
And then we're about to go see the. We're about to see the sunrise here.
You know what else made Alma much creepier?
She didn't talk.
Yeah,
Did she not talk, or did she just say things occasionally?
she mostly didn't talk.
Okay.
It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Ah.
Want to be my daddy? Then he can die.
Again, I don't find this child menacing.
Mommy's turn to kill
You know what? Already brought up a good point. What if what if Mia was just imagining that tape? Like, what if she was just imagining the entire details of what had been going on?
Like it's not actually. There's not an actual
camera
physical.
or tape. They're just staring at a blank screen and.
Okay, well here's the thing, right?
Not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Alright, supposed to. He's supposed to be getting hit by that? Oh,
I
okay.
guess so.
And I guess if you think about it, right? The one videotape that you see that makes sense is the first one. But then, like, the second one still treats it like Mia has a video recorder.
Some sort of GoPro or whatever.
No, not even that. Like, well, maybe she talks into something.
No, you don't!
You know?
Yeah.
I forget if you can die to this.
I
I'm pretty... You look like you're taking a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure you can die to this.
No! No, no, no!
have this.
Yo, there wasn't a needle on that syringe.
Well, they didn't have time to render it, man.
There's no needle on that syringe.
There's no time. weapon. Why do you think people hate you?
Seriously, think about all the people that would have been saved if she had died first. And furthermore, where is Lucas?
He's gone, man. He ain't there no more. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just disappeared.
Does he not need Evelyn in order to continue his shenanigans?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
No.
In which case, why would he bother to, like, protect her at all?
I don't know. Maybe it's just more of an excuse to be more of an asshole to people.
You don't think if she gets killed, the infection ends?
Well, didn't he already put out an email saying that, like, hey, thanks for curing me? You know, this shit isn't doing anything to me anymore, so...
No?
No? Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking
He
about?
he put out an email earlier. We were walking through that lab. We skipped it this time around, but he's basically saying, hey, I was cured of Evelyn, and he was still being a prick.
Yeah, but what makes you think he was cured?
Because that's what the email said, didn't it?
I don't think so. You remember this? I mean, I remember there being an email. I don't remember it saying he was ever cured. I remember him sending emails to Umbrella or whoever the fuck, shit-talking them about how crappy their bioweapon is.
I could have sworn that it said that he was cured.
Who would have cured him?
That's also a good question. I don't want to say it was Umbrella then, or whoever he's in correspondence with.
Why would he be in correspondence with anyone?
It's a good question.
I just wanted a family.
Dude, that's the same scream that happens when you die. I'm just throwing that
They're just
out there.
saving their budget, man. Yeah, give me that gun.
I gotta say, this scene makes the Albert scene much more powerful than it was in use.
Look at it, it's got all of these rounds. Oh, there we go.
Hey, you did it.
Plus, it must have been firing, like, not standard handgun bullets and some sort of, like, super anti-viral rounds or something. Because gun is not supposed to do that to her. Like, that could have been the E necrotoxin taking its sweet time to act on her, I guess, but... Alright.
Now I kind of want to go back and look at those emails.
Alright.
Because I'm pretty sure he was not cured. His whole fucking point was he was like, some of us don't want things to go back to the way they were.
That's true.
I assumed that he didn't get cured and that, like, he was more so like a master of his own infection.
Are those glow sticks or, like, those tubes of herbs?
Red field.
I assume
I'm glad we found you.
those are herb tubes.
The fuck took you guys so long?
So did Ethan know those guys? You think he knows who those guys are?
Probably not.
I cannot wait to be done with this babysitting job and come home to my loving husband.
Throw it out.
She was babysitting.
Throw it out.
I gotta get back to work.
Come on.
I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending tons of kisses. Bye, baby.
Where is she?
Goodbye.
Is that
Yeah, there we go. Called it.
why did he do that?
Because it's the cliche thing to do. Throw it out. He never figured out her history then, didn't he? In this, he has no idea what's going on with Mia at this point then.
Another opens.
I guess.
Well,
a door closed tonight.
What in the fuck?
And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia the first time. But now I've lost her again.
And then I threw away my only memento of
I
her.
can see. It's closed.
What does that mean?
Wow.
The fuck's that mean?
It sounded poetic. Resident Evil 7.
It sounded pretentious.
Biohazard. You know what?
A pretender to the pretentious. What?
What the fuck are they gonna call the next Resident Evil?
Obviously they're gonna Call of Duty it. It's gonna be, instead of Resident Evil 7, Biohazard 2. It'll just be like Biohazard 2. And then in Japan it'll be Resident Evil 2.
Oh, fucking hell. That was
Seriously.
disappointing.
Okay, so unless he was pissed off at his wife, like, how dare you die, doing whatever fucking duty you had, and, like, lie to me for all these years. A, why the fuck would he be like, fuck this memento of my wife? And B, why would he, like, you think he threw that out, being all dramatic, and then was like, ah, shit, that cost $800, and I still had, like, another year to pay that off. Oh, my phone service provider is gonna take that right out of my ass.
Listen, he survived an entire Biohazard thing. I think they'll understand if he's like, listen, I had a hard night. Can we just forego the last payment?
My phone broke.
My phone got broke, and it wasn't an act of God, it was an act of bioweapons. And you know what? In this world, bioweapons are a thing, so they're like, that happened. Okay, you know what? We'll wait the last one.
He lost his phone, but on the other hand, he gained the latest and greatest Fitbit.
Why'd you throw that out? That was hers too. He only threw it out because that's what cool guys do. They kiss a photo of their loved one and then they let it go.
He didn't even kiss it. He just threw it.
they do that and then they let it float into the wind or off a cliff.
No, fuck that. That was retarded.
Yeah.
That was them writing that because that's a thing that happens without any kind of idea of why that would happen or why someone would do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that's him trying to let go, right? Because that's the end of the chapter. Except, what's he letting go of? He fucking an hour ago, he was like, I gotta get on this fucking boat. I realize I'm leaving the murder zone, but hold up. I gotta get on this fucking boat because I need to know what my wife was keeping from me this whole time.
You know what? I'm actually really glad we.
And then he just went on there.
I'm actually really.
Shut.
Okay.
He got on the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, not by his will, but he got on the boat and didn't learn shit.
No.
And then suddenly he's just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
Whatever.
My wife's dead. I don't care anymore.
He didn't really let her. He closed the door on that one, and he didn't even explore the room. If we're gonna go with our convoluted metaphors here.
He closed the door, and there was another door. Or was it the same door? But it was also closed. Mm-hmm. So he closed the door, couldn't find another door, and so is he saying like, well, I guess I've just got to open this door up again.
But it's closed.
It's closed.
And then he got so upset he marched to the kitchen and cooked some eggs while looking out over his sheep and contemplating the wolves that are attacking them.
And the poisonous sheep that are hanging out with the wolves.
Right. Fucking hell.
Man, somebody got really upset that we made fun of that scene.
We weren't, but the thing is, we weren't. I thought it was just fun. Like it's a little goofy, but it's not like the worst thing or it's bad. It's just whatever. Oh,
It's I don't know. I don't like it when people just put metaphors into things because
that sounds deep.
yeah, it sounds deep. That's some Evangelion depth.
Why did you put religious symbolism into your thing, Hidekiano? Oh, because it sounded cool. That's it. Oh, one more thing I should bring up that I remembered.
What?
Way back in the beginning of the game, we found a book called The Unveiled Abyss by Clive R. O'Brien.
Sure.
And I'm ashamed that I didn't recognize this as a hardcore fan of Resident Evil. He's actually a character in Resident Evil Revelations.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
He's a main character, and his purpose is that he used to be the director of BSAA, and then he runs an extremely complicated long scheme in order to root out some people who were trying to peddle the T-virus. And then he went on to write a book about it, I guess. Just one more thing I wished I'd caught as a fan of Resident Evil, but alas.
You think the DLC will tell us where Lucas is?
I want to say yes. I want to say that it's going to tie up any loose ends we've had with this, because there's that, and then there's going to be
Man, so there's like a bunch of bullshit DLC right now. Right?
Oh, right.
Is any of that canon? Like that's just some shit, right?
I want to say some of it is and some of it isn't.
Fan-fucking-tastic. The best explanation ever.
Like
I can't wait for this to be a Dragon Ball Z movie. Seriously, fucking every goddamn anime movie and all that, you pop it in, and then you wonder for the duration of it, like, when the fuck does this take place?
Oh, it didn't happen. What?
Oh, okay. Never mind, I guess I wasted my time.
The worst part is that I watched this when I was young, and I was like, man, this is fucking awesome. He's...
Dude, you know what's the worst when it comes to that, though?
What?
Kamen Rider. Like, before they started working the movies into the story, right? It was always like an alternate telling, which in some cases would outright spoil plot points or give you an alternate telling that was like much more sensible than whatever they eventually went with in the actual show.
Alright. I don't know why they would do that though. That just seems kind of upsetting to fans.
Dude, it's like Kamen Rider Blade, right? If you had watched the movie at the time that it was in theaters, it would have spoiled the ending of the series.
Wow.
And that was like halfway through at best. It was ridiculous. Kamen Rider Kabuto, right? Halfway through... Again, halfway through it aired. But rather than... It was almost like after that other shit, they were like, okay, well, we'll put this into the thing. And now that we've done that, if we do that in the actual show, then everyone will know this plot point ahead of time. So we have to make up some new bullshit.
Right.
Some new bullshit that doesn't make any fucking sense.
And doesn't matter because, well, the movie isn't canon anymore by that point, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's frustrating.
At least it's not like modern anime movies where it's like, oh, you know what? What if we take this movie and just use it to redo the entire anime series. Or at least just, for some reason, the first few episodes of the season.
Are we still upset over Tiger and Bunny?
I am upset over Tiger and Bunny, but then, like, dude, okay, so they brought back Symphogear this year, right?
Yeah.
And they brought back... I found out, because I was talking to somebody about it, they're finally doing a Nanoha Strikers movie.
I haven't seen that. I've seen the first season, but not Strikers. But
Well, Strikers is the one that... You know how I said third season of Symphogear killed it for 5 years?
yeah.
Strikers kind of started down that path, and then by the time they made another season, no one cared anymore.
Wow.
No one but the most diehard of fans.
That is... Talking to someone who watched Lost all 6 seasons and knows that exact feeling. Or Heroes! Heroes fucking did that too!
You mean grimdark, edgy reboot of Gilligan's Island?
Well, it wasn't all... You know what? It wasn't all Heroes' fault. They had the writer's strike in the second season, and they weren't expecting that, but that's what killed that show.
Wait. Oh, did I miss a part where we were talking about heroes? I'm
Sorry,
too busy thinking of that joke. I'm sorry.
Sorry, we're going off on 30 different tangents here.
Well, it was the credits,
Yeah,
and I
it was
wasn't reading them, and we've seen them already.
We have. I'm just hoping something changed. Nothing changed. There's nothing different. Tell her, what do they have?
What is that Himawari company?
No idea. What are all these? Are these all like sponsors or
I don't know.
what are they?
I
Havoc's a game engine, yeah.
Yeah. At least some of these are actually involved in the making of the game.
Getty Images. Even major companies will use Getty Images. Yes.
Dude, there was some fucking movie we watched that in the credits had like friggin' it was either Getty Images or it was what's the other stock photos?
Shutterstock?
Yeah, Shutterstock. There was Shutterstock in the friggin' credits.
I don't remember.
Did you ever like pause the footage to read all this?
No, I didn't actually.
Wait, can you control that?
Nope.
No, not like at all. Oh, I guess not. They seem like such a happy little family.
Oh.
Lucas seemed like less of a douchebag when he had hair.
I heard a phone vibrating and that's it.
Right?
Thank you.
I don't think that was my phone. I think
No, that was just in-game.
additional free content, Not a Hero, coming spring 20... That has passed,
That
sir.
is way past. Alright, so an update
Wait,
is...
isn't there like a fucking DLC thing coming out in December?
They announced that it'll happen in December, yeah. Not a Hero will be out by then, along with The True Fate of Zoe, I believe it is.
Okay, so I guess we're doing that, right?
Yep. Well, that was kind of disappointing. After the
Fable
DLC.
thing too.
Yeah.
Are we doing the DLC for this?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It seems like worth checking out.
How much
maybe.
is there?
And I want to say at least 6 pieces. Each volume has 3 of them, I want to say.
Volume.
Yeah, because there's banned footage, and then there's banned footage volume 2, and then they each have like subsections in that. I think that's how that works.
Secured as evidence from the Baker farm, these videotapes never saw the light until today. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just like, here's some more of them wacky bakers.
Yeah. And I know that at least one of them isn't canon, but a couple of them are. So.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. Why bother? I don't know, let's do it. Could always use some more baker banter.
Yeah.
Love to me them bakers.